Welcome to the Real Pal Hours Podcast, Episode 3. The Real Pal Hours Podcast is sponsored by Nutboy. Nutboy ties the game for two only. And by condoms. And now, your hosts, Ryan, Jeremy, Scott, and Devin.
Hey.
We're live.
All right, gents. Cheers, boys.
Wait, I gotta
Cheers.
pop. I gotta pop the cap.
Oh.
I gotta pop.
Pop
Cheers.
the cap. Pop the cap.
You gotta cheers your mic.
All right, cheers, gents. One for the camera, one for the microphone.
What's
That's
first?
probably really good for all of our listeners.
This is the blood and
First-
this is the body.
Oh, yeah. This is my blood. My blood that has been given up.
Oh,
to
I already
you to bring
drank.
this shit.
Too late.
Fuck.
All right. What's up, guys? No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm drinking. It's like... Bro, this sip
Yo.
of whiskey's got me tilted.
Welcome to the second biannual fucking
Dude,
thing.
it's already been a year. It's crazy.
I don't know.
Happy Hanukkah, Halloween.
2018. Unbelievable. What?
What a good year, right?
Yeah. So we gotta talk about everything that happened in
I got
2018.
Dude, I'm already sweating.
Devin
What-
got pregnant and delivered.
That-
And look at him. He's glowing.
Is that FedEx?
I'm
crazy.
gonna say, secret is pizza and what's that shake you got?
Secret Crunch.
Oh god. Yeah, cinnamon toast crunch shake from BK.
Why
I
does
wouldn't
that
get it again, but
awful?
Bro, they got Cinnamon Toast Crunch milkshakes there. They got Lucky Charms milkshakes.
Yeah.
Fruit Loops too.
That's ridiculous. The Lucky Charms one intrigues me, though. Cinnamon Toast Crunch would probably be my first choice, but Lucky Charms is like, it's right there.
I'm glad this podcast can see how messy my room is.
I know. I mean, if I move, it's just a pile of clothes right there, and that's where I hang my towel at my door. Here's my text messages.
I think you can see my gun. Oh yeah, there.
Hey,
There's
chill,
one of
chill.
them. Oh, sorry. This is now a mature audience only podcast.
The Fed's watching this, bro.
No federales.
Cocaína. Okay. Scott, what are we talking about?
What's up? We're talking about Gristedes, dude.
Oh, okay.
We went to New York in this past year, all of us together. Jeremy, is that a...
What just happened?
I just had a vision of you at like a really nice club or like a nice bar being like the jazz singer for the night.
Mhm.
And you just get up there and you're like,
Okay, first off, okay. Let's talk about this. What the fuck is that? And why is that always on your Snapchat, Jeremy?
What?
Okay, like this.
Yeah.
oh, the...
Yeah. You sent me a snap today of just that. And I was like, okay.
I'll explain later.
Alright, see you guys next week.
See you next year, dude.
That's it.
That wasn't me.
Do we have any topics for today?
I feel like that's
Okay.
something we should have went over prior to starting.
It's too
That's
late.
what makes us so unique. We're unplanned.
Did we do all the questions that you had?
Yep,
previously
every
on?
single question that they had on the internet.
Do you want me to pull them up? Okay, first
Oh,
off,
no.
just
All
while
right.
I do this, let's talk about since Halloween's done. How was it?
I bought so much candy at Walgreens. I had everything was like 6 cents. It was 90% off.
I just kind of eat candy a lot regularly, so I didn't really bother. And that night, I was like, every time a couple kids came to the door, they would ring the doorbell and all that. And I'm so used to nobody ever showing up at our house, so every time I'd be like, and I never got used to it. And I would just be like, who the fuck? Oh, the kids.
What are these? Oh, Devin. You pissed him off.
Okay, first off, before I start getting questions, unless you guys have more Halloween stuff,
My phone was at 1%.
back when I worked at Pizza Hut, I really tried to cut pizzas well. Look at this fucking single slice.
Bro, that is a...
That
It's too large.
Exactly. They ruined this fucking pizza. Like, you Oh my god! Back when I made pizzas, they were so perfect.
I mean, look at it.
What is that? Caesars?
They gave it to me like this. No,
Respect.
no,
Alright, what do you guys?
it's a $5 pizza. That's just what
Should
it's
I hit
called.
up those? Should I hit up those would you rather's or just really like deep questions?
I got one.
All right, go ahead.
If you had a boat, what would you name it?
I always said since I was a kid because I thought this was funny, I would name it the SSS, and like the S would just be
Oh my
ESS. Because I was like in 6th grade, I was like that would be funny as fuck, and I still think it's
The SSS.
yeah, because it's just stupid. However, I did see this guy's boat was named like the Wet Dream, and I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you guys have yachts in GTA? What are they called?
I don't
I
know.
didn't buy one. Scott,
I
you're the
have a
rich one in that game.
I
Yeah.
can't remember what I called it. I
Nerd.
think I just called it like or something.
Little yachty. No.
You little yachty.
What?
Oh.
Oh fuck! There's so much pizza. Scott,
What's up?
would you rather play every instrument beautifully or speak every language fluently?
Instrument.
Mm-hmm.
I can. I'm already completely okay with barely being good at English. So like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I might as well just.
Barely being good.
Yeah,
Like,
we
you
made
might-
it this far. Like,
You might as
Like,
well
you're
ask.
right.
You might as well ask if you could play an instrument or speak.
I would just play, like, you know,
that's a better question.
the only benefit to being able to speak languages is to speak Japanese for comedic reasons.
Yeah, like, no,
Oh, man, pot.
Gristides? No. Okay, here's the thing. It's like
You just pissed off 10 people.
if you learn, all our
I'm
friends.
included.
I actually offended myself. Shit, no, but like, the thing is, if you learn every fucking instrument fluently, that's universal already. You don't need to speak Japanese to a person
Yeah.
if you can play the violin like a god.
Music is the language of the entire world.
Exactly.
True. Facts.
Why, especially the heavy music was screaming. Even old people like that.
That's not real music.
Fucking hate you.
It's not real music.
Continue.
You guys want to know what real music is?
Mm-hmm.
Please don't. Please say what you're about to say. Please,
21 Savage.
Please.
Real music is Queen.
Okay.
And
never mind.
Bohemian
That's not what I
Rhapsody
expected. No.
And
That's
only
it.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that from you at all.
Queen.
I thought you were
is
gonna
like-
say some shit about like last year.
Insert 2009 meme comparing Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody to Beyonce's one song where she says "girls" over and over again. Therefore exposing Beyonce as a shit artist.
She doesn't make music.
Single-handedly.
She's
I
not the
promise you-
writer.
Can't forget
Okay.
the song by Queen. Can't forget a bicycle race where I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike.
That's really introspective on Freddie Mercury's outlook on life as a nihilist. Because when you think about
That song actually has like tons of pop culture references and like cool shit, but it's still.
oh for sure.
Yeah, but does he even mention Vine once? Trash
Freddie
artist.
Mercury didn't even. Yeah.
Fine.
As I like how as you say that, Brick changed his name to Bike and is now playing GTA 5.
Freddie Mercury didn't even live to Vine. Trash band.
Trash man.
Trash Bandicoot. What celebrity would you rate as a perfect 10? Welcome to Misogyny Hour on the Real Power.
Yeah. Hour. Dude, when everyone has the biggest boobies and does the
One of the biggest jugs in the industry.
God damn it, dude. I swear,
Leader.
I don't get drunk, I just sweat. I get so hot.
You sweat out all the alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm done being drunk by the time it's already Jesus Christ.
You're just gonna chill there, Devin. You're just gonna hang. You're just hanging out.
Yeah, it's
is that-
just
Can you
Is that your 10?
give us a?
a little chick
Yeah.
with the mag in or what?
Sure.
You just
Why
had
not?
it there, dude.
Dude,
like-
is it loaded? Put some rounds in that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, does Russian roulette work on that? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
Alright, point it at me first. Like.
You want the little
Oh my
chick check?
god.
Ooh.
Just some light. Just some light for these boys.
I'm scared.
Relax, bro.
I'm scared.
Just
Hey,
some
it's
light
just
for
a
the
joke.
boys.
Hey, what
Mouth, Fletch.
Your mom comes in. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Here's my only form of defense is just, I don't know, I gotta club somebody with fucking BB-8.
Yeah, I feel you. I've just got 3 cans of root
Oh,
beer.
dude, I could use a root beer.
And W's.
Here,
Alright. Okay, do you mean like perfect 10 as in like looks or just a perfect 10 as in like person and stuff?
We could do one, the other, and then both.
Okay, looks?
I can't even. I don't pay attention.
I'm gonna be honest. Perfect looks, I'm gonna say Idris Elba. I'm not even gonna say a girl, because fuck real misogyny hours, dude. I respect women.
Okay, what was that name?
We all know girls in Hollywood don't have big tits. No, I'm kidding. It's Idriselba.
Oh, this dude.
Yeah, he's just that's a statuesque gentleman right there, honestly. But in terms of a girl, I don't know. My biggest celebrity crush, they've always stemmed from shows that were my favorite. So I'd say Aubrey Plaza, who's from Parks and Rec, and then fucking Allison Brie from Community. Those are like my 2 favorite shows, and they're just 2 really funny, gorgeous voice crack. First voice crack of the podcast. 2 funny, yeah, gorgeous. 2 funny, gorgeous women. If they're funny, it's like amplified by 30 for me. Funny women are just like, my god. But if they don't have big tits, I'm over it.
Oh man.
You gotta be funnier than your boobs, honestly.
You gotta
Ew.
be funnier than your.
You like that accent, bro?
Yeah.
Is it the pizza
love it.
talking?
Yeah, it's the pizza talking. It's definitely not the alky. You're Stevie.
Take another drip. Oh.
Where did Devin go?
No,
He had to go shoot. Someone came into his house.
Just come in, some guy just walks in, just like, I have your friend. I require $7 million if you ever want to see him again.
I have your friend.
And then we
No
fucking
name.
go on a fucking witch hunt.
If someone has enough intel on Devin to kidnap him out of his own house, and they tell his friends they need $7 million for him back, they didn't do enough research. We're never gonna have $7 million in our lifetime.
Even split between us and everyone we know.
I would just add $5 to the equation no matter what.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm throwing in 5, but. Oh, God. What is the best and worst purchase you've ever made?
Oh, I feel like I know this, but I can't think.
I
of
would-
it.
Best one, okay, hands down, best purchase I ever made is my PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got so much
It's-
value has come out of that.
It's tough to say. I have like a lot of different ones because one would be that guitar.
Mhm.
This one, that was 800. That's like the best guitar I've like ever played. I just love playing it. It's so awesome, and it's like, it's not like because the one I was using before was this one.
Mhm.
And this is a
I hate that
fucking
one.
pain in the ass to like bring around. And
Hey, that's the Poorly Draw Scott guitar, isn't it?
yeah,
Mhm.
that. So there's that. There's like the computer and the speakers, and like I don't know, just like a combination of that. I don't know. It's tough to say. There's like tons of stuff, but it's all music stuff. What about the worst one?
My best and worst is my deposit first month's rent moving to Minnesota.
Respect. That's a good answer.
Devin, what's the best purchase you've ever made?
Was it that shake?
No.
I thought you were about to pull it up. Like,
No. Is probably my record player and the speakers that it came with, off the top of my head.
Cool. What about the worst?
The worst purchase I've ever made.
That shake? No,
I'm gonna answer for all of us. Anything we bought our exes. We'd have so much money now if we didn't do that.
That's true.
I have lost zero money to that on account of being alone.
True. But here's the thing. anything I bought my exes was good because it made them happy in that moment. But
Yeah.
sitting here now, if I didn't do that, my
Probably should not
God.
have bought her that Lamborghini. I would use that
Yeah.
money to help get Devin back from that ransom guy.
Yeah, what the, yeah, we talked a lot while you were doing it. Why the fuck did I buy her a car? No,
I would never buy anyone a car.
not in my
Worst
life.
purchase? I'm gonna discount like literally shit like you put like $5 in a vending machine to get one thing and expect change and it just doesn't. Like that
Yeah.
stupid shit. I mean
Best-
like I don't know.
I don't think I've been a bad purchase, man. I mean, I've
Yeah,
There's
right.
dumb shit.
I've bought stuff that like I just didn't use much. Like there are stuff that I buy. Like last year when I got my 144 hertz monitor, I bought like a display adapter that I didn't need because I straight up already had the cable and I just never returned it because it was like $2. So
Yeah.
that to me is a bad purchase, but it's like not destroying my bank account.
Yeah.
There's like shit like any microtransactions in games or like some DLC or some shit and you're like, what the fuck ever, that was stupid. Or like a game you just never played, but it's never too bad because it's like it's not like a big it would be something that's like a big deal, like a lot of money.
I bought a PS4 that I didn't.
Nice. Nice.
I think that counts.
I mean, I got one too, but it was for $200, so I'm not too worried about it.
Ooh, nice.
It just kind of sits here. I'm kind of I forgot to cancel my PlayStation Plus, so I lost $30 a couple months ago out of nowhere. I was like, fuck. Oh.
Which fictional character would be the most boring to meet in real life? Probably fucking Eeyore. Or some shit.
Wow, way to be fucking mean.
Eeyore hasn't killed himself yet. He seriously just doesn't like anything.
Because
And
you'd
nothing
go up
ever
and you'd be
works
like, "Yo, Eeyore, I'm a big fan. I was like such a big fan of the show." And he's like, and you're like,
How come it was called Winnie the Pooh then? Just like, shut up, pussy, just like get over it. God.
That's
No.
why he's depressed.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just show up with a shirt that just says "fuck mental illness."
Yeah, see, honestly, depression is just a state of mind for people with not big titties.
Oh my god.
Oh.
There's a guy on Twitter. He was some like fighter, and he was like, "You're just a bitch if you're depressed or something. It's like all in your head."
Oh yeah, I remember that tweet.
He was like,
Didn't that
such
turn
a-
into like a debate about? Oh, never mind. You remember
about,
that
like,
UFC,
anime
the
and
UFC
hentai?
fighter?
No, he was
Yeah.
like, "You're a loser. You're a loser if you watch anime or hentai or something." And then as he kept getting like hit up on Twitter, all of a sudden he was like, "All right, I'll budge. Link me your best hentai."
Oh, I remember all the links. All the links.
Like
I
some
love
shit like
that.
that.
I love how many replies came in for that tweet. It was like, check
Oh
out
my
this
god,
one.
I was so upset. I was just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with this.
I know. I loved his final tweet where he just conceded. He was like, "All right, I give up. I'm a fan. Send me your biggest anime titties."
Yeah. Oh
I've
my
been there, bro. I can't.
Not me.
Okay, honestly, you guys, did I ever tell you guys about the first time I watched hentai?
Yeah, I remember. I was there. No.
I don't think I.
Jeremy was there, but so that doesn't really count. No, but like, okay, so it was like, I don't know, junior year of high school, because I had just been watching a lot of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I honestly, here's my, before I get into this, here's my thing. When like people, I learned to stop judging people for jerking off to hentai when I was like in senior year in high school. Because I was like, these people watch anime all the time, so the porn they want to watch is going to be those people in that art style. I watch TV all the time. The porn I want to watch is humans fucking each other. So they just want to watch it like that. So I get it.
You learned to stop judging people for it after you had already jerked off to it.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. I didn't jerk off to it. I mean, I have now, but
that's
I
right.
don't like it.
Oh, grew up. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, I gotta go.
I've done it. No, I'm kidding. No, but like,
You go on a side rant for 20 minutes? Like,
no, yeah, it's just sometimes, yeah, it's, human gay porn just can't do the things I want hentai to do.
That's fair. That's fair.
But like, I was watching it for the first time, and it was some chick on the beach, right? And then it was just weird. I wasn't doing anything. I was just watching it. And then immediately, like, she was ravaged by a bunch of tentacles in every hole possible.
Are you
Like,
serious?
yeah, and so I was like, I'm never watching this again. And then 1 year later, I did. So I was like, whatever.
I've seen some weird. I've seen some weird.
I've done it less than 3 times. It's just not my type, but sometimes I'll just be like, I need something different. So I just gave porn.
There's some weird shit. A friend of mine randomly DM'd me like an X videos link and was like, "Watch this," and I.
So that's not a friend. Yeah.
Literally, I was
Solo
like,
work.
and I'm just sitting here like this. I'm like, I might as well look at this, and I open it up, and it's a hentai, and the thumbnail is a chick, like, fucking a cardboard box.
What?
Literally, she had the edge of a cardboard box lodged underneath her, and I immediately was just like, "Nope, I'm not watching this."
Was it a UPS ad?
It was. I don't know. It was so fucking weird, dude. I don't even want to get into it, even though I've got.
It's like I don't know. Maybe since we're talking about it, I'll throw on a couple hentai things tonight, see if it gets me going. It just doesn't work. Like, I mean, I remember porn changes after you actually have sex. Porn's never the same. Or I don't know, maybe it's like after you grow up or like know what sex is. Because when was the last time you watched lesbian porn and only that?
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because like after I've had sex, I was like, I want to relate to the dude, so I know what so my depressed hand can at least simulate the feeling that he's getting right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's just like it's so weird. Porn has become like more focusing on how the guy feels, so I could channel that in my body.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like 100 million shots of just the girl and just never anything but the dude's dick.
Yeah,
They
I
just know their audience.
I just try to mirror the movements of the guy in every way. I'm just
you're like in your room. You're like upside down now.
He's like, he's got a body pillow on top of me.
You're like reciting the dialogue too. Like...
Oh, fuck. First off, porn dialogue is awful. If you ever did that in real life, fucking A.
Speaking of porn dialogue, what's the worst intro to / best, because they're amazing, like the worst, like awful intro to a porn you've ever seen? Like, what happened?
Okay, if we want to get real right now, I watched a porn with Kimmy Granger where she's straight up, it's like she's, okay, I'm not saying worse as in it didn't turn me on, worse as in like, it was just like stupid. This is worse as in it just like, this is worse as in it wasn't even funny. Like the guy was just throwing himself on her and like literally like raping her. And I was like,
I've seen
what?
that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what is this? What is happening? So I stopped watching. The entire time she didn't want, I know it's a porn, I know she's acting, but she didn't want it the entire time. And I kept watching because I was like, is this going to keep up? Because, you know, sometimes that happens and they just turn around and like it. Like, even in porns where the burglar breaks into the house and starts, like, choking him, taking him out, they're always just like, But, like, in this one... And
you're never recovering from that.
And this one, it wasn't even a burglar. In 2, she was terrified the whole time. I was like, this is so bad. Like, the intro was just her being scared. Yeah, I was like, why would you sign up for this?
I feel like that's like a fetish thing, maybe.
No, yeah, because some women have, like, an actual fetish for, like, rape play.
Raped?
Yeah, exactly. That's like
So
a
wait,
real thing.
does that make it
okay?
Does that make it not
rape?
actually? Yeah, because they
Roleplay?
No, it's role play, but it's not like it's not like this. You go on a first Tinder date and she's just like moving quickly and she's like, oh, I also have rape fantasies sometimes, so if you ever wanted to do that, sure. It's not like when you leave the restaurant, you drop her off, you show up 2 hours later, break into her house with a mask on, and just rape her. She's not going to be into that. It's just like you two are like getting hot and heavy, and then you just ask her, do you want to like do your fantasy? And then bam. If then, it's fine. Establish safe words and shit. Just don't like actually rape her. Like,
I mean, no, because like I don't have that sort of like, I'm not into that, so I can only imagine like.
No, dude.
I can feel like
good.
Yeah. It's crazy because that's my shit.
No, I mean I feel like for her, if she was into that, it would be hard to like actually like feel completely into it because like it's not actually that. It's still like man.
It's scary, dude. If I ever met a girl who was into that stuff, I don't even think I'd be okay with it.
I couldn't do it if I tried. I'd be like, I need you to say okay.
Even if I really cared for that person, I'd just be like, yeah, it's not happening. Because like false rape claims and shit, dude, it's fucking terrifying. That'll ruin your life.
God, that sucks.
Really
Speaking,
does.
back to the original question of the porn intro.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's one that I fucking love talking about every time. So, this guy is he's in this like shitty like 90s just like a normal black ugly car, and he's driving and he's wearing like business casual or something, and he's on the phone and he's super fucking pissed. And he's like screaming like he's like the CEO of a company or some shit, and he's just like, "No, that's not what I asked for. I told you that 3 o'clock." Like he's just screaming, and his car breaks down, right? And he's just like, "Hold on, fuck!" And he like hangs up the phone and he gets out the car, and it cuts to a shot from inside the hood, like so he opens it. And there's like shitty After Effects smoke like coming out in front of him, and he's like, "Oh my god!" Like, what the fuck? And he's like screaming at his car, and it cuts to him outside of the car, and there's no smoke. And I'm just like, okay. And he's like screaming, and he's super pissed, and like going fucking wild. And so he calls the tow company. And he's a dickhead. He's like, "Give me a fucking tow truck. I don't fucking care, blah, blah, blah." And a tow truck shows up. And the person driving the tow truck is this super sexy, big tit, blonde bombshell chick, right? And I'm just like, all right, here we go. Here's what's going to happen. Are they fucking in the middle of the road? So he's so mad. And she's all like into him and shit for some reason. And she's trying to like be all flirty and whatever. And he's just like a complete shithead. And, and so she hooks up the car and drives it back, and then they're in the shop. This is literally 10 minutes. There's no nudity or fucking at all up to this point. It's been 10 minutes. They're in the shop, and she's like working on the car, like not actually.
Wow, real misogyny.
This is a very female-forward porn. She came to rescue the guy. Like this.
Yeah, no, and he's
new fetish.
He's just like sitting there on his phone, and it's like one of those flip phones too. It's really funny.
Of course.
And he's just sitting there on his phone. And he's super mad and like grumpy, and she's all like, "I want to get this guy to fuck me." So what do I do? So she
say that again, Scott. No.
Fucking, and I'm not, and I'm serious. She fakes a heart attack.
Oh my god!
She collapses to the ground.
I need to look.
And he looks up and he gets really mad and he starts like yelling at her, and then he's going over there and he's like, "What the fuck's your problem? Just lying down on the job, blah blah blah." And then he realizes she's unconscious.
No! Does he?
And he starts giving her mouth to mouth, and she's like, and grabs his head like Sandlot shit, and then they just start fucking.
That's really
but that
weird.
was 15 minutes.
That's did you watch? Okay, I wouldn't even.
I watched the whole
I'd keep
thing
watching it. Like,
as soon as they
I don't think I would. Like,
as soon as they started fucking, I stopped. I was like, "No, you ruined it."
you essentially just watched a movie, and then you're just like, "All right, they're fucking."
I could have just watched an episode of like a show. Like,
I mean, that's kind of hot. Oh, I'm kidding.
Watching an episode.
That's a very helpful woman. That's a powerful porn.
I can't find it anymore. I've been looking for it. I've been looking for a hot blonde tow truck lady.
Do you remember that porn, Jimmy?
Someone shows up at your door. You got problems with your car? Like, oh my gosh.
Jeremy, do you remember that porn? The title was just in it. We actually found the video. It was of the black dude fucking that one chick, Paige Turner. It was called "This Nigga Got Boots On in the Shower."
oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yes, the screenshot.
funny. Like, dude's just wearing Tim's in the shower.
Yes.
Porn doesn't describe shit. It's just this nigga got boots on in the shower. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, just titles, big farts only.
Fuck you. Fucking big farts only. That's so stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Did I ever tell you guys about that racist ass porn name I found? It was just called like Loud Wetback Works Black.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was like, what the fuck? Just like,
For good pay.
I mean, yeah. She was. No, I'm kidding. But
Let me look it up.
No, really. Go on Pornhub and look up Loud Wetback. You will find the video. I'm serious.
I literally type P and I'm there. All right.
You can just hit the home button.
It's my default scroll.
Oh, Devin, you weren't here for the first one. It was so bad. I said gorgeous, and I was like,
Oh,
gorgeous.
here we go. This is the actual title. Loud wetback amateur working a black at work for good pay.
Oh, here, Scott. The thing about that video, and viewers, if you want to watch it, around like the end, first off, that's the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. I'm not kidding. 2, that's a small woman, and she's taking it all. And she starts screaming bloody murder near the end to the point where it's not fun to watch. But she likes it. I was like, because sometimes I'll go on Pornhub and just sort out videos and look for funny titles.
Yeah,
I found that one night, and I was in shock. Because that guy's dick was seriously it's actually my forearm up to here.
Oh, there was another one. I've talked about this one. The one called Paige bonking some dude named Liam or Herbert or some shit.
What was his name? No, okay.
I don't even know. Let me see if that's still up there.
Bonking.
Liam or Herbert or some shit.
That's hella insulting to Liam or Herbert or whatever
Yeah,
the fuck his name
he's
is.
just like, come on, man.
Bonking Liam?
Fuck, that's so stupid. Paige bonking.
Bonk. Filthy mature couple bonk on the terrace.
Okay.
Dude, I forgot him. Have you guys heard this question where it was like, would you rather give the first 95% of a blowjob or the last 5?
What?
Oh yeah.
Actually, I think I have
Essentially-
heard that.
It's essentially it's just like, would you rather suck a guy's dick up until the point of he climaxes or only when he climaxes?
I'm
Which
not
means the
answering.
latter is way shorter. Okay.
That's
Here's one of the answers are just last 5% for sure. I would never miss out on all that protein, no homo. Respect. Ew, this one's gross. Would you rather always feel like there's a small rock in your shoe or always have chip crumbs in your bed?
Ew.
I don't even know how to answer that one.
Yeah, because it's so annoying having a little something in your shoes. Like,
I know,
I
but
don't
crumbs
know.
in your bed?
yeah, that's
Like, you're just sitting there in bed going like fucking to the fucking sheet for like hours.
But it-
You don't
but it
even know.
keeps-
I know, you're just hitting them further in. It's like, fuck, just on your
What's
fingers
your,
and shit.
What's your biggest screw up in the kitchen?
Not putting my girlfriend in there. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Have you guys ever like set something on fire or something has just like completely like gone
no.
wrong?
I've been pretty
Ever?
good. Oh well.
Yeah, I've never done anything bad in the kitchen,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Me neither.
There's one example. This wasn't me, but it's on the topic.
Sure.
My dad was. No. I could. As soon as I tell you what it is, you're like, yeah, no, you would never do
This
this.
was Scott in the starving era. Just-
Constant, still going.
Put cardboard in
no,
the microwave.
My dad was making like fish or something, and it was like he had it in a glass like pan in the oven, and so he was cooking that whenever chilling in the.
Good story, bro.
I already think about what happens. So he's just doing that, and then he looks and he checks back, and all of the moisture, like the water in the pan or something, is like dried up. So he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta put more water in." So he takes
Oh
it out.
no, he put cold water in it,
puts
didn't
water, and it's cold
Oh,
water.
no.
he?
He puts it back. Puts it back in the oven,
And it
closes
just
it.
explodes.
He walks over, and literally in the living room, he goes, "Oh God, no!" As he gets out as soon as he stands back up. Just from the
Oh my god.
Oh, the.
and he opens it up and there's glass. And since all the glass is gone, the fish is just in the oven and it's burning. The best thing was we're sitting there
my
doing nothing and I had no clue what's going on. So I just see my dad sit down, go, "Oh no!" and there's an explosion.
Oh, that's sad.
He just turned back with like the most horrified face.
You're just smiling. Yeah,
That is
now I think it's pretty crazy that I've never had a kitchen screw up, really. I've dropped an egg, maybe. Oh, Jesus. Hello, Devin.
Good.
No, I had a way worse one earlier, but like, yeah, I've never had a real kitchen screw. I dropped a bowl last year and it shattered.
I've dropped plenty of those. There was a time in the summer when I walked outside. I had a glass of ice water, and I walked outside for some reason, and immediately it was super hot. So the glass just like condensated. So I took a sip, and as I lowered it back down, it slipped. It slipped out of my hand and just broke. Are you laughing at the voice crack or?
A voice crack was the shit.
Oh my god. I needed that.
It just like slipped out of my hand, and I just.
Voice cracks make the world go round.
I know.
Actually, I just remembered one. It was just dumb. It was when I was working at McDonald's in Maryland. I put grilled chicken in the fryer, and it came out all red, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" like I put it in for the right amount of time. I pulled it up, and it was just red, and I was like, I turned, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I started poking it. I was like, "I don't know what this is. What happened?"
Fried chicken.
I fried grilled chicken, so like it didn't have any breading on it. It was just
Did you
cold
give it to him?
meat.
It was just burned by oil or something.
Yeah, exactly. It was just
What's
red
up?
chicken, and I was like, "What happened? Is it spicy?"
Is this with Red Hot Cheetos? Just fucking.
I feel like there's a lot of dumb McDonald's things that I've done for sure, but
Oh, there's plenty. There's
Yeah,
plenty that
dude.
I saw on Snapchat.
bottle flipping my milkshake and just spilling it all over the side of the corner of the kitchen.
Just chugging.
Yo, what's the dumbest shit you've ever done on the job?
I can't even. I don't even know.
Dumb as in like, oh haha, I'm laughing at that, or dumb as in like
Dumb
wow.
or haha, I'm laughing, or straight up just fucking embarrassing. Just some shit that you.
All right, I got
fucked
one.
up
I got
on.
one.
Go for it.
All right, so we have a parts car. This is when I first started working at Toyota. We have this parts car we use to go like pick up parts and whatnot. And I had to drive. Yeah, yeah, that was it. No, I had to go to Silverdale one time, and I was like an hour late to where I needed to be already. So I was flooring this car, and it's a piece of crap already. And like,
Yeah.
I was flooring it, and on the freeway, it kicked super hard. Like the whole car shifted, and then it started smoking from the hood. And then every light on the dash turned on, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "What is happening right now?"
Oh
And
my God.
I told the shop, or a tech in the shop, I was like, "Yo, something happened. I don't know what." He's like, "Well, what'd you do?" I was like, "I don't know." Like, bro, the parts car had to get like $6,000 worth of work,
Oh my gosh.
and I still don't know entirely what I did to cause that. Like,
That was probably more than what it was worth.
yeah, it was. Dude, you should see this car. Like,
Oh my God.
oh my god, it's a beauty.
I would feel like shit. Dude, that's like one of those pure panic moments where you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
That
God,
happened to me.
dude.
That happened to me the other day. Some guy was like, "All right." He's like, "You got change in your drawer?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right. Here's 20." Or he gave me like 21s, and then he's like, "All right, now give me 20." And I was like, "Okay." And then, but he kept going. He was like, he pulled out like a couple. He pulled out some 10s. He's like, "All right, now give me a 50." And I was like, "Okay." And then like he started like shifting the money around. and like kept going to like bigger amounts, and I started getting really stressed out. And then I was like, it was to the point where I lost count of the money, and I brought my manager over, and he was trying to leave. I was like, no. He was just trying to fuck with me, and I got so mad about it and stressed out.
Dude's doing the most at fucking Walgreens,
right?
Just like practicing his finesse skills.
There was some bitch that was trying to like,
jeez,
fuck with me. Oh my god,
was she really?
When I was at Home Depot, there was she was awful. She was so rude. She was like, I work here before. I know how everything goes. She had like that sort of like attitude, and fucking she was buying like 2 drills. It was like $600 worth of shit. And she was giving me like traveler's checks, and she was trying to tell me that I'm supposed to give them back after I scan it. And I'm like, are you trying to steal? Like, I keep these. We have to read these. And she's like, no, I worked here. I was at this register. And I'm like, this literally.
I'm a little drunk.
It was so infuriating. Bye, Ryan. That pissed me off so bad. I can't believe that.
Did you find her?
Yeah, dude. I'd kick the shit out of her.
Okay, that's me.
I just remembered one of my favorite moments at McDonald's was when I had an Oreo McFlurry. I handed out the drive-through window, and I was like, because you know how you like say the order when you pass it out usually. I have their McFlurry. I will open the window. 1 Oreo McFlurry. I froze and then closed the window without saying anything else.
1 Oreo McFlurry.
I said 1 Oreo McFlurry. I looked at them in the eyes, shut the window, and walked away.
Dude, I've told this story before. I don't know, Scott, you heard it, or Jeremy, but like I was delivering a pizza one time.
Have I heard it? No.
You probably have, yeah. And I was just.
Oh, is this the one where you deliver the pizza?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right, see you guys next week. No. But
Next year.
This was a pizza that I had to make. I rarely have to make pizzas. It's just like when they need help, because I just cut them up and then deliver. I was a delivery driver. Oh, there's another one. Voice crack counters at 3, and then I fucking made the vegan pizza, which is so annoying because you have to use all these special things, throw all the fucking veggies on there in the perfect order. So I do it, I make it, I cut it up and shit. And then I have to drive it, but like we're so behind right now, which isn't my fault, because we had 2 new drivers. We had a guy named John who was just slow but really buff.
Was his first name Papa?
No, that racist. No, but like, and then another guy who he would always talk about the government and like communism under his breath constantly. He wouldn't stop talking. And his name was John Diaz. He worked there more than I did. I was like, how is that psycho? He legit didn't like black people. Like, I'm not kidding. And it was so bad. So, come to the time where I'm delivering this vegan pizza to this woman. I pull up to her house, and like, the guy, Buff John, new guy, was packing the pizza that I cut into the Velcro bag. He didn't shut the fucking Velcro all the way. So I grabbed the bag out of the back of my car. The pizza fucking falls on her driveway, opens, and fucking is on the driveway in the cement. And we're so far behind, I'm just like, oh my god, you're supposed to fucking go back and remake this whole thing if this happens.
Did you scrape it up?
I scraped it the fuck up, Jeremy. I picked up the rocks. God. I put it all back in the fucking box. I fucking scraped everything down. And her neighbor was outside on their doorstep, and she was just looking at me, and I just looked at her and shook my head. And so I was so
turn around, go back in.
My internal thought was this. I was like, usually people are ready for the delivery person to come there. So they'll open the door before I even knock on it. So I was thinking she's going to see this. I was like, if she doesn't see me packing this up, I'm knocking on that door. And she didn't. Knocked on the door. I gave her the pizza. She didn't call the fucking restaurant or anything. Nothing went wrong. The only thing that went wrong is she didn't tip me. So maybe she kind of deserved it.
You want to know?
Or maybe you deserve no tip. Like,
Yeah.
you think of it
She
like
saw
that.
it all, yeah.
She
I was
saw it
doing
all.
What
my
happened
job.
first? Like,
I was on the front lines, so I'm good.
She saw the whole thing, but she just doesn't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it, but he ain't getting a tip.
She's like, it's not even worth waiting the extra half hour
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, I might as well eat it. It was on the driveway.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Most slices were like crust down, so it was an easy swipe with a napkin. One slice was just cheese down, and I was like, "Fuck!" I literally ripped off every topping and shit. So one of the slices were just naked. So she was probably just like, "Why is this one gone?" And then I want gravel to be your topping. So we were the shift was literally me, fucking crazy John Communist Diaz, and Buck John. 3 drivers, 2 brand new guys who don't even know the city, and then me, just a fucking all-star. And I'm supposed to go back to the store and tell my manager I fucked up? Hell no. That was probably the best pizza she ever had, to be honest.
you know what I think about whenever it's like, oh, I dropped this on the pavement or something. It's like
Babies.
cars go over that. Cars run over dead animals all the time.
Listen,
You know,
she was
there's
hungry.
something going on there, Ryan.
Well, I mean, she has to eat a dead animal once in a while. She's a fucking vegan.
Oh my god.
Sorry to our vegan audience. No, I'm kidding.
To our video.
All
All
5
zero.
million of them.
All of our videos get flagged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
demonetized.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Yeah, damn,
I'm not
we're
gonna make
show-
my 3 cents.
We're gonna make
Yeah.
so much money. Oh my god.
Oh. Now that that's over with,
Yeah.
let me get you guys with a thick question real quick. God, see, the thing with Reddit threads, half of these are jokes.
Oh my
Oh, that one's fucked up. I'm trying to find a good one. What the? Okay. Would you rather only be able to communicate by strumming your dick on people in Morse code, or a dark-clothed guy always follows you and yells everything you think?
Obviously that. Wait, no, everything you think. No, wait.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Who thought of this one? I've never heard that before.
I would go with the dark clothed man still.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
be really
I
careful.
would
with what
probably
I
do
thought
that.
about.
I would probably do that and only
That wouldn't
do
work
it
for
in
me.
No, I'd go with the first one, dude. I'm just not gonna talk to anybody forever. I'm not gonna be rubbing my
Okay.
dick on anyone.
Yeah.
And the second one, because I'll look at someone I don't know, and immediately I just start thinking about the weirdest shit. Not like weird fucking like sex stuff. I'm just be like, I wonder if they're looking at me. I wonder. It'd just be so
I
weird
wonder
for these
if they're
people
looking
to
at
hear
you.
what they're thinking about.
Yeah.
God,
He's just
Yeah,
screaming.
X X X. Like I'm just like, what is he thinking about?
Yeah.
Oh man. I hope they don't look at me.
Like that's everything you think, dude. And like, hell no, the human mind's
would,
too
I
fucking
would-
weird. Just-
I would get that guy and then only ever go to like metal shows and just think the lyrics and it would be totally normal.
Yeah, you'd be a hit at
Another guy
concerts, but like otherwise, hell no.
It's like the song ends and it's just like, man, these people are ugly and sweaty.
Yeah.
That shit's hot.
I wish my girlfriend wore less makeup today. Just like that would get you killed and single.
Oh
It'd be
my
so bad.
god damn.
Everything you think, dude. You have no idea how much I shit talk my professors when I'm just sitting and learning. Just like
Yeah, and this man is just yelling your thoughts.
I know. One time, my professor fucking missed a belt loop, and I went in on him like half the class period. I was like, "What a fucking idiot!" Wakes up this morning. I was just getting so mad because it was the side belt loop in the front. I was like, "You're gonna miss that one." Like that's either the first belt loop you go into or the last one you go to before you put it through the fucking actual belt. And I was like, "You're an idiot." And it's like, "You're teaching us. You can't even put a belt on."
Yeah, dummy.
Yeah, stupid. Put your master's degree down. It was like,
Oh my
Night. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, see you guys.
And
Oh yeah. I've never answered this one because I don't know what to do. But it's pretty vulgar. It's, would you rather have sex with your dad and then your dog walks in, or have sex with your dog and your dad walks in?
I don't have a dog, so I can't answer. So you can go
Respect. I haven't answered that one because I don't know.
I'm like, I don't have a dog, can't answer. Someone else, like, I don't have a dad, can't answer. Like,
I don't have either. So.
That one's too hard to answer. I don't even know how to analyze the situations properly. Your dog's not gonna have a reaction. Does your dad know in this sense that it's a would you rather? 'Cause there's no way me and my dad are agreeing on fucking like anytime soon.
Anytime soon, though.
Yeah. Maybe next
Maybe
month.
later, yeah. Maybe.
I think I still have a shot. We've been pretty close the past 2
You
years.
never know.
Yeah. Mom's been a little mean lately. No, I'm kidding. But like, if it's the dog, your dad's gonna have a reaction to that. But the thing is, this is too fucked up. I'm not gonna finish.
I like how you're weighing in the embarrassment of being seen more than actually fucking one of them.
No, because I'm like all in on this actually being a real situation. Which is why I was gonna say something, but it's too stupid. I'm gonna say it anyways. Whatever.
All right, time to end. I'm
like,
ready to end the stream. No.
do you want to end it on this? How long have we been recording?
49.
Oh,
Really?
come on now.
Jeez.
It's up to you if you want to end it here. What I'm trying to say is, if you're fucking your dad, and it's both okay. In the terms of this, would you rather? If you're having sex with your father, I'm assuming right now that it's consensual sex, and your dog walks in. That part of the would you rather doesn't matter. When your dog walks in, what's your dog gonna do? Be devastated?
Yeah, just
Like, this, like, I'm telling mom. Like, you can't do any of that. That can be a secret forever. But if you're fucking your dog,
and your dad walks in.
in, that's it. Like, your dad's not gonna let. My dad would probably beat the shit out of me and fucking. That'd be so like.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if this situation isn't consensual, like if it's just a would you rather straight up, you're gonna be able to fuck your dog a lot easier than you can fuck your dad. That's just straight up. It's terrible. Is that not?
I regret
No.
letting you talk about this.
Listen.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Do you guys remember in junior high? I don't know if it was probably just me. In junior high, there was a video being shared of just a woman just baiting her dog into having sex with her. I saw that when I was in 7th grade, and I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
A what?
A woman just baited a dog into having sex with her, straight up. Which is like, a dog is going to be able to do that, but it's just fucking disgusting because it's a dog. Like, that's like taking advantage of the fact that it's a puppy that's excited. But like, that exact reasoning is why you'd be able to fuck a dog better. Not better, but easier than you can fuck your own.
I love this. While
Whether or not it's better is up to you.
While you were explaining that,
You think
the look on Scott's face was just disgust.
you know what, dude?
You just
I hope my mom watches this episode. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, this is the most disgusting episode of mine.
You know
Yeah,
what
this is a pretty insane.
You know what I
What?
really regret? Advocating this be a thing more than once a year, because if it's once a year, it's too special to be talking about fucking dogs. Now we're slowly. If this is episode if this is the second time in a year it's ever been done,
it's
God
all
knows it's
downhill
gonna
from
happen in,
here.
a few more.
No, seriously, just in summation, it's just fact. You're gonna be able.
Oh my God.
If you were going,
Ryan, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
if this situation was reality, you're gonna be able to fuck your dog easier than your dad. Your dad's not gonna be like, I'm game. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying your dog's gonna be.
No, you walk up. It's either you or the dog.
Yeah. Dad whips off his clothes in one motion. Oh shit! And I was like,
I'll take one for the team, just like.
yeah. My dad's just like, I'll do it. And I was like,
Yeah. Okay, just.
I cannot.
now that we've ended that Socratic discretion, Jesus Christ, half a bottle. No, I'm kidding. All right, let me try and find another one that's a little better.
Yay.
Better than. Wait, all these questions are about fucking your dad now. Would you rather pee a ping pong ball or shit a bowling ball?
Bro, I've had some crazy poops in my life.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing. I
Okay.
don't think shitting a bowling ball is possible. You die.
Yeah, that
If
and
that-
e-
if
if,
that
even if
guy-
you could, it would probably be the best feeling you've ever had.
No,
once
yeah,
it gets
for sure.
out, once
Imagine
it's
this
out.
is all the way out.
Yeah, once it's
exactly.
out.
Yeah.
You couldn't flush it. Wait. Do you know? Do you know it's gonna be that big though?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if you
See, that's the
if
thing
you
with-
don't know, then
You're just sitting
You have to
there.
get a new toilet because you're not touching that. I'm not, and I'm not bothering.
You're sitting there,
matching that
and
up.
you're sitting there, and the whole toilet just breaks underneath you. Just
And you look, and it's huge, and there are 3 holes right there in it.
I don't know why I was picturing shitting out like a piece of shit that's just the size and weight of a bowling ball. I didn't picture an actual fucking bowling ball.
No, I'm talking about like no, it's a ball of poop, but it has 3 holes like for your fingers, and it has like a little 7 written on it to show like.
oh, it's only a size 7. Then we're good.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait,
Size 7, bro. That's Thursday.
like it's the same. It's like the same. It's like the same density as like a real one. God,
Yeah,
that'd be
dude.
awful. If you did know though, if you did know and you could capably do it and it wouldn't hurt, and you're like, fine, whatever, just shoot
Yeah,
that
It
fucker out.
would hurt
It
though.
would.
That's so
No.
bad.
If
I
you could do
would-
that with a trained asshole and it didn't hurt, I would do it easily.
Dude.
Because
You know,
pissing out a ping pong ball is unimaginable.
yeah, no.
Unimaginable pain.
That's
We're all gonna
Getting-
pass a kidney stone at some point. Just think
stop
about that.
talking.
That's gonna. I'm not.
Not
I'm
me.
showing.
No.
I'm just, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
showing my dick
refuse.
off.
Just like,
Just say no to your body. It
no,
won't do anything.
I feel it. Just
yeah.
where's the gun? Like,
The moment that happens, I'm just
Envy.
gonna puke and hopefully pass out. I don't want to live through that, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to die on the spot.
yeah, exactly.
If I'm on like a high-rise bridge when I start to pass a stone, I'm jumping. I'm like, I'm not kidding.
We're just
No,
hanging
bro,
out.
honestly,
like-
I survived the fall.
You just-
Now I'm drowning and passing a stone. It's like,
you just like grab one of your shoulders, just one of your friend's shoulders. Like, it's happening. You jump straight
Yeah.
off the bridge.
dude, I hope I'm with someone when it's happening.
It's just us 4 together.
Yeah.
Like, just,
It all hits us right now. We're like,
oh my god.
Yeah,
Is it like instant pain or like just?
I've read story like on a bunch of Ask Reddit threads that are just like, what's the worst pain you've ever experienced? There's always someone talking about their experience with a kidney stone, and they're just like, it's unimaginable, and I'm like, oh,
I'm not. I don't.
God.
want
The
Think
thing is, it's not
about-
real. So
Yeah, I don't, if you don't believe in it, it's not gonna happen.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it. Why'd you fuck it up for me? No.
Yeah.
No, I
Like,
just
wait,
gave all
what
of
are
you.
you talking? What is that?
I just gave all of you kidney stones.
They're forming right now.
Jesus.
Oh my god, just bowling ball sized ones.
That would just kill you. Oh yeah,
That's
that's
yeah.
so bad.
What is? Let's go back. What is the last thing that you bought?
That I bought
Yes.
Ramen.
Burger King.
Ramen, Burger King. What'd you got? Ramen?
a McPick 2 with a plain McDouble and a plain McChicken?
Yeah. Can I get a
The
big
last
pic
thing
too?
I bought were these gloves.
Glovies.
I bought these yesterday. They're fingerless, sort of.
Sort of, or
They're not completely fingerless. They go up like halfway.
That-
I don't know.
but there's nothing on your fingers.
Yeah, there is. There's some glove.
That doesn't count.
What do you mean it doesn't count?
If the tips are cut off, they're fingerless.
I have fingers. I don't know.
I
What you're
fucking
talking
hate you.
You're an idiot.
Look, man. I used to have ones that were
They're
like.
kind of fingerless gloves.
I used to.
Yeah.
I used to
They're
have ones that were like
semi-fingerless.
this long, and they were so nice in the winter because they would cover. So
They're
much-
like 75% fingerless.
They're for sniping.
Yeah, these are my drumming gloves. They prevent blisters. Where did Ryan go again? He's
Went to
he's
get
talking
some
about
fingerless
stupid
gloves.
Fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
Right here.
I can't get them off.
It's too bad you don't have any fingers.
Yeah.
Fuck you. God damn. Okay. Is that the
Yes!
last? Oh,
Yes.
yes!
Fingerless gloves.
Dude.
Except for my thumbs.
Oh, are they mostly fingerless?
Oh, I stole those.
I was about to say that. Do you remember these?
Yeah.
Hey, Deb. It's all here, bro.
And the jacket, bro.
Yeah.
That was a heist up for the ages.
Yeah, I was the Walmart heist. That's like ranked number 2 next to the fucking what's it called?
Gas station. Just
Yeah, was that Tiger Lake? Was that what that lake's called?
Horseshoe?
I don't even remember.
Wildcat?
Yeah. Wildcat, yeah, Wildcat.
Yeah.
I always say tiger because like a tiger is a wildcat.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah. No, that was funny. Illegal, but it was funny.
The Walmart one was crazy to me. That one, bro, I had so much stuff.
I couldn't even believe that happened. I was like, "This is we're done." It's like,
yeah, dude, I had 2 whole outfits on,
under your clothes.
Yeah, under my normal clothes.
That was legit. And we just never went back to Walmart.
Yeah, I haven't gone since. No.
We're back.
Oh, we're
Are we
back.
starting now? No, I'm just
They
kidding.
have little mitten things on them, so you can cover your fingers. But they had button. Like this one has a button to hold it down. I lost the button for this one.
Oh.
So
Gentlemen?
this one's just going like this. Oh God, Scott, I hate
Alright,
you.
it's time to go.
Jesus Christ.
Millennium
All right,
Falcon.
let's start the podcast. No.
Alright, I'm peacing out.
Yeah. See you later, Germ.
Hey Ryan, you and me are the antagonist and protagonist of a fucking sci-fi. So we meet again.
What is this, Blade Runner? Like,
You die a music on their own.
Oh wait, let me get my
Ew.
fucking gloves.
Omae wa mou shinderu.
Omewa motion.
Nani?
Here we go.
I think
Oh,
56 is great.
I wish I knew the fucking weird like.
I did 56 bars on the European tour.
Look at us. This is what our lives are. I lost my fedora.
I think we're pretty cool.
Oh.
I'm out here
Ew.
looking normal.
Would you rather have taste buds on your anus or have any toilet paper that you use turn into sandpaper?
I use sandpaper, bro.
Yeah, me too. I just wouldn't wipe. I just press, you know?
yeah.
I would wipe
I wouldn't
very
care.
slowly. Just...
Could you? What about if you use paper towels? Will that change into sandpaper?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what if you
That's
use, like,
pretty smart.
what if
So
you use,
that
like,
has
what
to
if you
work.
use, like,
What about
tissues?
some socks? Yeah, just
Yeah.
Just regular tissues.
What if you just use sandpaper as a
it turns into toilet paper?
just the infinite paradox. Just like,
Yeah, gotcha. No.
yeah. Do you think about that? Just like,
Idiot. Oh, that's when you just use a bidet. That's pretty smart.
oh,
I've never
yeah.
used a bidet. Have you guys used a bidet before?
Nah.
I use
I've used a shower head like one.
used a what?
Like after you shit?
Or
just like-
yeah, like in the shower.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Have you guys? Okay. A
What if it
detachable
was one of those shower
head.
heads that you can't detach, so you're like...
Just doing a handstand.
You're on your hands. Can I do a handstand?
This is the best time to try. Make sure you get in frame. This is gonna go fucking.
Make sure you keep one of the chairs in the way.
Hold up.
Are you still wearing the Darth Vader helmet?
He is.
Ew.
Millennium. You're disgusting.
My fucking gloves.
Oh, God.
Why are you getting down? That's not how you do
I don't think you
handstand.
start like that. You have to get momentum. I believe in you, Scott.
You
Keep
look
going.
bald.
Do this.
I hope his mom walks in. Darth Vader helmet on, trying to do a
Mom!
handstand. I'd rather get walked in on jerking off
Just-
than this.
Just start calling his mom.
Scott, you have to throw your legs forward some more. Trying to get him to tumble on his bed. You can't hear me. No, I'm good.
Ew.
You need more momentum.
Yeah, do a front flip.
What if he did a front flip and just ate his neck on the bed?
It's
Live
midnight.
death on the podcast.
He still uploads it? No, I'm just...
All right, one more, Scott. Hold this one for 23 seconds.
What?
That's
Yeah,
what
and then we'll hit 1 minute we'll hit 1 minute on the
Jeremy!
podcast.
1 minute. Ota asni, my brother, igata pumpi. He's really charging up for this one. Oh shit!
He got real close to his bed.
Alright, good job, Scott.
It's
Poorly
so-
drawn, Scott.
My stomach hurt so bad.
Should we just talk about the fucking closing question in the last podcast for now?
No.
we need another closer.
No,
You
you
need another closer? Oh, okay, fuck. Okay. I mean, I have one that's not really messed up, but I've never...
disgusted.
I've discussed it with probably all of you guys because I don't know if I do it or not. Scott, I know I've talked about it with you because you don't have a dog. It's not about fucking your dog either. So,
You
that's
sure?
nah, it is. No, I'm kidding. No.
Who am I kidding?
The question... Okay. If you don't want this to be the closer, we could just keep talking. But I really don't know the answer to this. For $100 billion, would you shoot and kill your dog?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's so much money.
But Devin, you have
I
the
know that's
cutest
so
dog.
much money, but I don't even know if I'd shoot my dog, dude.
Dude, I would. I would do anything for that much money.
Dude,
I think Storm's getting a little bit older now, so I'm on a maybe. That's all I can
cannot
say.
believe you, Ryan.
No,
cannot
I
believe
didn't.
you.
Maybe. I don't know. My dog's good. The last time I had a pit bull, like, she died when she was, like, young, and it was just depressing. But, like, if my dog was old, yeah, $100 billion, dude, I don't have to do anything for the rest of my life. I could wear fucking ski goggles and podcast with you guys every day and not worry about it. And buy you guys everything. Yeah, you can get another dog, but still, you killing... I've loved my dog for, like, 6 years. I don't know if I could fucking do it.
Yeah.
I would.
If my dog would either have to be brand new or old. And brand new is still very up in the air.
Yeah.
It had to be brand new and just completely like mentally fucked to the point where it had to be.
Yeah, it's just like I don't want.
If you're asking me if I'd kill a dog for $100 billion, no question. I just go straight to the fucking veterinarian and just be like, let me just take that fucking needle
Just
from you.
the vet where people's dogs are getting healed.
I wouldn't shoot it. I just be like, I got this one, doc, and fucking just like grab the needle from him.
With a butcher knife, just fucking.
Yeah, that's not happening.
A butcher nut, you have to use your hands.
Question. Would you
you
do it
beat
if you
me?
had to do it with your bare hands?
No, that's a hell no.
I would.
Your dog is so small.
Your dog is so cute.
That's easier because his dog is so small.
Yeah.
If I had to beat up Storm,
You
that
gotta
took
do
an
it to
hour.
Storm.
That took an hour and a half of pure haymakers, dude.
You could
Storm would kill me before I could beat her up, dude.
you could just drop punt it like a football.
Storm? No, I'm kidding.
I don't think you realize the size of Storm. Like that is a large dog.
That's a grown woman. No, dude. Devin,
What?
no matter how you answer this, I don't care. It's for a lot of money. Would you beat me to death for $100 bill?
I would. I think.
I feel like here's the thing with us. If I got that deal, I feel like you'd understand. If I was like, I got
I
it.
would. I'd be like, as long as you help out my family.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like my family could prosper off $100 bill. You just dip. Just like
I'm like, yeah, bro, forget your family.
yeah. old stupid ass.
Yeah, I like them anyways, bro. Oh, shit.
10 years, bitch. It was a con.
Yeah.
You know what I just thought about is if someone's watching this and they're like 30 minutes in, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is kind of a weird topic. Let's skip ahead. They skip ahead 20 minutes, and I'm in a Darth Vader mask with a fedora. Ryan is wearing a ski mask. Like,
Yeah. But it's like I don't think I really want to talk about these job stories are giving me a lot of secondhand embarrassment. Skips 20 minutes. I fuck my dog because it's easy. No, They're just like, all right, this is the stuff I was looking for.
Skips 10 minutes. You got to diversify your portfolio because skip 5 more minutes, and that's why I would fuck both my dad and dog.
Yeah. A train system could be ran if no goodness.
I'd fuck a train.
Yeah.
We end it right there. It's like I'd fuck a train. It's...
Okay, Ryan, I got some money for you.
Money?
100 grill.
Grill?
Did I say grill?
You said
Yeah.
100 fucking George Foreman grills.
I would do anything for that.
Yeah, hey, I'd beat 2 dogs for that. It was like...
Alright.
Yeah, I beat 2 of my dogs, bro.
100 grillion dollars.
Yeah.
All right. Would you shove
Yes.
a tailpipe up your ass and have someone start the car and rev it?
Oh.
Would you die?
For how much?
Well, okay, first off, would I live?
100 grill.
In this situation, can I live and not die after?
That's I don't know, dude.
Okay, well, I don't know. If I were to
find
live
out.
and be fine, absolutely. I'm not gonna say I've seen people's asses spread wider than that. There's a lot of crazy videos on Pornhub, okay? But like, yeah, I'd do it. Smart car exhaust pipe can't be that big.
It's just a fucking. It's like one of those.
It's like a big bore racing.
Yeah,
exhaust, just,
It's just one of those fucking triple ones.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's the oval exhaust from GTA.
Oh god!
on the Zentorno, like just,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! Like you're getting piped by a fucking Zentorno.
I want y'all to know that I burped earlier in this mask and the smell is still there.
That's
that's
great.
disgusting.
It's awful.
I'm pouring iced tea in my whiskey.
Especially since I ate feces earlier.
Nigga, what?
You drop everything you were doing.
Does this look like a guy? Do I look like I'm kidding?
This is actually delicious. What a good
Do
move
I
that
look
was.
like a guy who jokes around?
Yeah. Do I look like a fucking child to you? Take me seriously. I'm the future.
You look like RoboCop.
Send me your nudes. No. RoboCop doesn't even talk like that.
Can I put up a hood? Can I put my
Oh
hood up
my
over this?
god, Scott, you look like a
You're
man.
doing the most. You look like a mess. I hope someone walks in right now. Scott, you're being too loud.
Where's my son?
Who is that?
They start beating you.
Yeah.
Like, get out of my house.
Fingerless gloves, Darth Vader. You're not my son.
Yeah. Scott, I'm gonna have to punish you. Either you fuck your dog or your dad. No, just like.
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't have a dog.
I'll be one day.
They pull out a dog.
She's like, I don't have a dog. She just points to the ground. She just bought a new puppy.
Bingo.
That's so bad.
Your dad is standing behind her, just like 10 million if you kill it.
Yeah. Your dad's just wearing a choker. Just ew. What if that was like the would you rather, but your dad like low key wants it? Just like
I
Oh
can't.
my god.
fucking choker, just doing his hair all nice and shit. You chill.
My dad's bald.
So
Hey.
doing his hair all
Not
nice.
completely, no.
Classics. Daddy Seagull.
I wish it was like summer again, so I could pretend that I could like treat these as my sunglasses.
I'm gonna wear
What is
these
it?
like sunglasses.
The Darth Vader mask as a whole. And just drive around like this. Even with the jacket and everything, summer.
Why does it have to be summer?
Because the sun's out more, I don't know.
What?
Yes.
No,
No, because then I can have
Okay.
the windows down.
I know this is like. As you get older and smarter, I know it's like a lot easier to say no to this question. But would you guys be down to be immortal?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
I don't think I would.
You'd live for fucking ever.
Life
dude.
sucks.
Fuck that. Look, I mean,
I
life
can't even-
doesn't. I mean, life's okay, but life for that long sucks. Like, you'd have enough time to do
I mean, I'm
literally
20
everything.
I'm
Yeah.
22 in. I'm 22 in, and I already hate it.
Yeah.
But you said yes.
Yeah.
Hey man, I just
Fucking
No,
hate
I
my
guess-
life. I do it forever.
If I could like age until I was 200, but not reap the effects until like about 189, I'd do it. If I could be a vampire,
this is
I was like, I'd love to be a vampire. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf?
Vampire.
Very Twilight question, but I think I'd be a vampire.
Don't vampires live forever though? Unless
They do, but you can be
But
killed.
you can kill them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. So
I don't know.
I mean, werewolf is just like badass, but like, dude, you could fly away if you're a vampire. And if Twilight's true,
If
you're like
Twilight's
stopping
canon,
cars and shit. You could jump off trees like a badass. Fuck yeah. Never seen the third Twilight in theaters, Devin? Clips.
yeah.
That movie actually was kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude, I like those. I read all the books too.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I never thought they were that bad. I saw the first movie. I saw 1 through 3. I didn't see Breaking Dawn Part 1 or 2.
I did.
I'm not gonna say I hated them. The first one was maybe a little weird, but the first one had that baseball scene. That was kind of cool. I don't know, dude. Twilight was a crazy phase. I'm glad I wasn't like an older teenager to be going through it. I was like 12 and shit. Too busy playing Modern Warfare 2 to care. Did
Modern Warfare.
I say Modern Warfare?
I think so.
It's the whiskey talking.
Modern Warfare.
I'm
Modern
only-
Warfare. Alright, I think we're about at our average time.
At our average time? Alright, let me get a
let's-
banger.
Let's do
Yeah,
another one.
Banger, dude.
Alright. You want a banger question? Should we just end this and open it on the next one, except it's not a question about, like, banging family?
Or dogs.
Oh,